Hello everyone and welcome back to Happy Acres Allotment. This is now my fourth attempt at doing a video. First time Maisie ringing me, second time Rachel ringing me, third time Rachel ringing me, and fourth time some idiot across the fence. So we'll try again. But I just want to say welcome back. I want to thank you all first for the lovely comments that has been left. We all know I've not been up here because my dad passed away and it's been a very tough time, and I am concentrating on a lot of things away from here regarding my dad's death and bringing those who I believe are responsible for his poor care and other things in bringing them to justice. But apart from that, I need to get out and I need to get myself back focused on things that I enjoy doing and getting my mindset right again. So I'm back up after two weeks, 2.5, maybe 3 weeks. I'm surprised how well things have done, to be honest, saying I've been away. I'm in the polytunnel at the moment with the tomatoes, which I was very worried about. And hopefully we can get through this video and I'll try and make it as quick as I can without any more disturbances. So I'm going to turn you around. So I'm in the polytunnel at last. It looks a bit of a mess, but it is, to be honest. So first of all, the first video I was showing you this black cherokee tomato that had died. The soil's very dry, so you know, it's done what it needs to do. It's tried to keep the tomatoes alive. And if you heard a buzzing there, again, that's somebody else trying to contact me, and I apologise because they are doing my head in. So again, this one, it's still got tomatoes coming on it. It is dying, but it is producing. This one is full of water for some reason, and I've no idea why. This one doesn't look like it's got out on it, so I may just decide to get rid of this one, to be honest. But this one's dying, but it's still producing beautiful big tomatoes. Here is the bush. Now this should be well trimmed by now. It should be all beautifully done. As you can see, look, it's dying and it's breaking. I'm losing bits of tomatoes there, but it just happens. So these should be trimmed down and streamlined up and beautiful and getting the last bit of crop off them. But again, I haven't been up for the obvious reason. So I've come up, I've checked the breaking, but it's still living, so that's good. But we've got some beautiful big, oh no, don't break off, please don't break off, please don't break off. We've got some beautiful big tomatoes, some more plum tomatoes. I have already picked a few. And these are the pink grape tomatoes. These are absolutely gorgeous. I'm going to grow these again next year. They're very small, but they're gorgeous. I ate one earlier and I dropped it in mud. But what a beautiful, beautiful tomato it is. And as you can see, it's still producing. Now I need to get in here and take as many of these leaves off as I possibly can, so I can get the tomatoes to ripen and all the goodness to go to them instead of to the leaves. So I need to get in here really and get us an haircut or a bush cut, because it's just round wild. But that's, you know, the obvious reason I've not been up with what's happened. But we're still producing, and if you're looking in there, there's plenty of tomatoes in there, down there. We've got some big ones here, and there's some down there. They'll probably die. This one's gone. So that's that. And here is the exhibitionians. I just don't seem to grow, but we'll leave that. Oops, that just nearly fell on. Here we have a pile of things given to me by Louise and Gary, some good friends of ours. all these metal poles and wood. And with these metal poles I'm going to set them in and build a cage for brassicas or for fruit. Possibly even, if I want to, I might extend my shed, because you know what I'm like. And as you can see, you'll see a big pink or red roof there. You'll be wondering what that's for. Well, the rest of it's down there. That's the side. It's a little playhouse. As most of you will know, me and Rachel are expecting our 4th child. It's a very big surprise. So we are going to do a little play area with a house and things at the back of the allotment. So as the new baby, which will be named Billy Taylor if a girl and William if a boy, after my dad, will enjoy coming up, and I've built them their own little garden bed, so they can have a house and garden bed. Again, my phone's vibrating, sorry. And we've got a little sandpit and water pit or mud kitchen down there as well. So March the 1st is when baby is due. So yeah, excited. And it's exciting as well because Molly, Maisie and Oliver have lost interest over time, and again we get to start again. That's the hard part, but we get to start and enjoy it all again, and we get to hopefully get Molly, Maisie and Oliver to come back up here and enjoy with their brother and sister. So we'll see, but it's exciting times ahead. I'll just take you around here. This is the greenhouse. We've got peppers that I've done well. I've already checked them. We've got 2 mini peppers on this plant. Again, this is with no water, so they've done well. We've got one. Where are you? There. This poor plant's pretty much had it, but it's still produced even though it's not had any water. So it's still got this beautiful red tomato on here. Gorgeous that is. And here we have the grapevine. It's come up, split into 2, one to the right, one to the left. I'm going to feed it all around the greenhouse, and hopefully next year I will have my first set of grapes. I hope. We'll see. Here we have chili plants. Excuse me, I'm just itching my nose. Had a few off this, not a huge amount, had a couple, but since I've been away they seem to have come alive. So you can see we've got one there, one there, one there. Sorry again, my phone's just going crazy. I don't know why, because I'm not really a people person all the time, not a minute. And this is Oliver's apple tree, which is grown from seed, and you know, it's done an amazing job. And some strawberries that we repotted up ready for when we excuse me, for when we extend the strawberry bed. Just below is some onions, and then here is the strawberry bed that I am going to rejig. And for some reason we've got a raspberry bush coming up, so that's lovely. This is the Swiss chard, the rainbow Swiss chard. It's just growing way out of control, but we've got some beautiful leaves at the back there that we can pull and pick and have. The cauliflowers in this bed didn't do as good as I expected them to. I did try some in that dig and no dig. They were roughly the same, but these looked and tasted just a bit better. But they both bolted, so they were both rubbish. Maybe it's just a trick of the trade, but I'm going to keep trying. Here we have some very big overgrown spring onions. Probably onions now. Look at them. These need picking today. Just fell off that one. Look at the size of that. Jesus Christ. So there we go. in here we have beetroot. Look at this baby. Let's take this over here. Here we go, some beetroot. Look at that, beautiful. Picked another one for you. This was picked in the first video. This is the fourth video. So some lovely beetroot that we will pick and pickle today. And just there is the Cavall Nero kale. I put them ones in there because I had a lot of slugs in here, and I don't mind them eating that because I've got loads behind me. But it seems to have left it. So I'm going to be a bit, I'm not be overgrown with kale because it's very small for this time of year. It should be at least 2-3 foot now. That the leaves should be nice and big. So you know, never mind. But here's some more beetroot. Let's have a look. Let's pull some out. So we've got some beautiful beetroot coming up. These have been multi-sown, so you get some big ones and you get some small ones, but they're all multi-sown. So there you go, some beautiful beetroot to come out. As you can see, some haven't done as well, but they have. In here is a Cavall Nero again. Should be bigger, the leaves should be better. So slightly disappointed. Maybe may have something to do with me not being getting up as much. It may not do. It's only had the rainwater. I normally get a little special feed. This is interesting, this, because these came from the same packet. There should have been pumpkins. I got one pumpkin and the rest were courgettes. How that works, I have no idea. So they obviously packed them wrong. I've had nothing off this, and it looks like it's about to give up. So, whereas a pumpkin plant is very late. I've got one there, and I've got one there. It could be a pumpkin, but then again, it could be a squash because it looks a bit too yellow. But I did order pumpkins. In here, oh, excuse me, as I explained in the last video that I had to abandon. At the back is the Bultree beetroot. That's the big one that was over in the last bed. And here is the baby beets, and the baby beets have been very disappointing. They're all different sizes. And then you've got some like this. It's just not worked. So some are okay, some aren't. An example, excuse me, is, I mean, we can use that. It'll go in a pot and it will pickle. But some of the ones like this, I mean, they're just going to go in composter. You win some, you lose some. First time I've done baby beets. Not sure I'll do them again, to be honest, if that's what you're going to get. So in these beds, these are the beds that I had the troubles in where I lost some things because of the mysterious powder. In here is red onions. I picked this one in the other video. They've not done brilliant. They were planted a tiny bit late, and they haven't had the TLC, but you know, they're not a bad size. Some have, and some might as well not bothered. So, but you can still use these for pickling. These are spring onions. These are the Italian red spring onions, and my dad would have loved these. I just before he died, I picked him a big bunch, but unfortunately, he couldn't have them. But he'd have loved these. Let me get my thumb out of the way. Because they've been left, they've turned into little onions there, and you know, you could say, "Oh, leave them in the ground," but they'll not grow any bigger because they've bent over. So that means that's it. That's telling me they need picking. So what I'm going to do with these is I'm going to leave them to dry out, chop them, skin them, and then pickle the lot. because they are a very, very sweet, not very sweet, they are sweet, but they also pack a good flavour into them. So I'm looking forward to having them pickled, and I will be buying them again to plant because I thought they were amazing. In here is the sprouts. So this plant just doesn't look like it's doing them. Again, I've not been up, so it gives me time to revive it. This one is alright, could do with a bit of help, but the back two, oh healthy. Sorry, my finger keeps getting weird. I think the back one looks more healthy than this one, even though this is standing well, the leaves are out. You can see just there and there's the sprouts coming through, they're the crowns. And if you look on this one, it's more together, and you can see just there coming round. We don't want the sprouts to come out like fluffy. If they come out fluffy, you're not going to be eating them as a whole plant, as a whole. You're going to be chopping them up on your Christmas plate again. So they're the sprouts in the cage I've just had to secure this morning. Excuse me, I'm out of breath. Back up here, the mace tail nightmare, as we all know it has. This bush has done nothing. It's a no, what is it? It's a bush. I'll come back to it. Gooseberry. There we go. Come to me head. It's a gooseberry bush. I've had nothing from it, so it's pointless keeping something if you're not getting anything from it. Because I am feeding it, I am doing things, but if it's not giving, there's no point keeping. Here is Oliver's bed. Ignore the grass. It's fully grown out. He's got his Swiss chard, rainbow Swiss chard. Something's eating it, but it's doing well. Here's his Cavall Nero. Not looking too bad. And then whatever this is, because I ain't got a clue. Looks like courgette, this one, because there's a baby one there and a baby one there and one there and one there. So Oliver has got some courgettes. The dreaded pond that's collapsed. I had started reconstructing it, so this side of the pond needs to go deeper. So this side's been dug out, then that needs draining out, and then this side needs digging further down than that side. It's very complicated, but that's what needs doing, and I need to come and do that at some point so I can get this looking nice and lovely again. This is a no dig bed on top of the mace tail nightmare, and we've got a bit of grass growing. I think that's come from the manure. I've decided never to use manure again. It's more hassle than it's worth. And this is homemade compost on top. I did a video on it and I said it weren't quite ready, but you know, there's no mace tail come through apart from on the side there, but I expect it to come from there. Under here we have sweets. I should imagine that it is full of there we are, look, this is full of mace tail, but there we have a swede, and we should have another one there and some more further in if I can find them, just there. So we've got some more growing here. I need to get some cloth to protect them, and over there is some wintered leeks. This just needs de-weeding. This is probably the worst bed, and that is a no dig bed, so that obviously needs more attention putting on it. Over here we have our, whatever we call this bed. This is just a mixed bed, herb bed, fruit and herb bed. Rosemary, sage, which I'm going to cut down soon. Honeyberry plants here which are coming up because they've not produced. Cherries, which I enjoyed when we got a few until pigeons ate them all, and another gooseberry tree there, The apple tree, we had some apples on it, but unfortunately we got some kind of infestation which resulted in me having to trim it back, which is a shame. The mint, I made 6 jars of mint sauce, beautiful. So I'm just waiting for that to come up again. We'll cut that down, take that home, and we'll make a few more jars. Excuse me, whack my foot on there. So we'll make a few more jars of that. It's growing everywhere underneath there. It's just bursting to come out, but I need it to not come out because this bed's full of maize tail. So I want it to stay in there. Over here is the beans. They're looking good. We've obviously someone's nicked them, or we've lost a few. They're dying off now, but they look all right. Obviously, you know, they need picking today as well. So we've done well. Green beans there, so they're looking well. We've lost some here. I don't know where they've gone. We've got black fly on this. So black fly is a nuisance. It's on the back of the leaf. Once you get it on one, it'll start coming on to the others. They're like little black fly eggs, so you want to get rid of them. Chuck them away. You can see there, look, a whole host of black fly. So we want rid of that. Bindweed's coming through here. It's never good news. Bloody horrible thing. When you consider I've not been up and things have still grown, there is things that need pulling and weeding, but it's a day's job. And then you look at that, that's been left all year. You know, it were a lot worse than that. It's all dying back now, but you know, we've done really well. Here you look at the leeks. So these are wintered leeks as well, very hardy. There must be 60 in there, I think. They're looking really good. Because when they grow, they flap over. That's keeping the light out of the soil below, so it's keeping the weeds down. So that's good. Just here, I left that out. Just here is some purple kale. This is absolutely beautiful. I love the colour on this. We have had some of this, and it is such a lovely variety of kale, and I think it's the best one myself. Not only does it look beautiful, it tastes amazing, and it is by far best kale I've had, and the most you can say attractive looking one as well. It's lovely, the colour, everything about it. And this is the purple kale. Absolutely love this stuff. In there we have 3 onions that I just randomly planted. Then we get to the sweet corn. Now the trusses are quite high. I'd say they're around 5'5" on some of them. Some of them look like they've been blown over. I don't know how they can get blown over at middle light. But they're dying back now. I have picked a sweet corn already, just to show you. Now that is bad pollination. We can do it. Is it ready? Is it milky? It's milky. If it sprays and it's clear, it's not ready. But if you push it and it's milky, like that is, it's ready. You just, something's been chomping away there. You just take the top bit off, take the bottom bit off, but the rest of that is perfect. I'm not expecting these to be all yellow, because for some reason I just don't think they've pollinated very well. Let's take this one off. See if I can do it on my leg. The best way to pollinate the sweet corn is by just checking the top of it. And every time I come to my allotment, I always check the top of the sweet corn. There, that's a good one. Look at that. Let's have a look. Oh, look at that. That's perfect. Hey, this is a better example. Get it off. Look at that. There we go. So that is a beautiful and perfect sweet corn. All we do again is press the top. If it comes out with a milky texture, which it has done there, it's running. There you go, look. That is ready. That is a beautiful sweet corn compared to that one. So that's a better pollination than that one. There's nothing wrong with this one. You just cut to there and then flash in a pan and then freeze it, ready for your corn and your cobs on your barbies, or chop it off the stem and freeze it in bags. So they're alright. When I mean pollinate it, when I normally come, I normally just grab top and I shake it like that. I do each one, and that normally helps pollinate the corn, the sweet corn, and gives you a better product at the end of it. And to be honest, I did that last year, and my sweet corn last year was, I mean, you know, it was amazing. It was 10 out of 10. So this year's I'm not expecting much from it. That were two different ones, but that is the toe. Oh, I'll just finish with this. So this is the Cayley kale. Again, it's not big enough, it's not tall enough for me at the moment. And the Cavallero at the back, that should be higher. This should be a lot higher at the moment. It should be up here, but it's not. But there's nothing wrong with it. It's still nice, but it's not. It is nice to eat this one, but it's not as nice as the purple one. You've got some spring onions in there. These are the Italian. Oh, if I can pull them. Oh, these are probably. Well, these aren't too bad actually. These are the Italian red. Smell absolutely gorgeous, they do. So there we go. That is the toe. I'll just show you these raspberries. The other day, I went to the shop, and for something like this, you were talking £2.50, £3 a punnet. Look at them. You've grown them. You can see how many's on. You know, look, it's all these to come. Pick them. Get yourself a little one. He was from Poundland. One of them plants is from Poundland. The raspberry ones, it's still producing nice raspberries. The others are from B&Q. They were 3 for £5 or £7. You don't need to bury them in ground. You can just put them in a tub, and you can still produce yourself some lovely raspberries like this. Someone's been nicking them up. So look at them, beautiful, beautiful. So there you go. There is the tour of the Happy Acres allotment. I know it's been a long video. I know it's been 29 minutes, and I do apologise. I didn't want it to be that long. But it's nice to do it today. Get back on. I've enjoyed walking around, talking you through it. There is a lot to, not a major amount to do. All the grass needs cutting, some weeding, a bit of repair work, a lot of pulling, a lot of harvesting, to save what we've got. So some of it will be coming your way, the people who I regularly give to. It will be coming your way, and you know, I will look to fit another video in. Possibly might do one tomorrow and do a bit of work on it on computer. Just beaming over there in that corner. But for now, from me, thank you for watching. Thank you for sticking around and watching this boring video. And I will do another allotment tour when everything's tidied up so you can see the difference. And I look forward to catching up on other people's channels because I've got lots of that to do. So until I see you next time, goodbye everyone and take care.